Well, hello and welcome back, and thank you for coming back. Today we're in downtown Kato Paphos, and we're going to take you for a little walk around the Kato Paphos Promenade area. But before we do, we love this little pathway, and this little pathway is between the Almira Hotel and the Annabelle Hotel. Two five-star hotels, and they are brother and sister, or sister hotels, whichever you want to call it. But that is the view, and it is a view to die for. Take a look at that. Wow. What a beautiful pathway all the way down to the blue Mediterranean Sea. But before we start on our walk, Miss Opticians, receive you, Booth. What have you got to say? I can never forget you, Booth.
Hello, everybody. How nice to see you. Again? And again.
And again. I've got two of them. I've got two twin sisters called Opticians Receive Booth 1 and Opticians Receive Booth 2.
Me and me.
Me and you, exactly. Now I thought I was bankrupt before. Now imagine taking two of them into a hat shop or a clothes shop or any other kind of shop. Anyway, let's get back to the view. There you go. Look at that for a view. It's a palm tree lined cobblestone pathway that takes you down between the Almira Hotel and the Annabelle Hotel, and it ends in one beautiful spot which is known as the Kato Paphos Coastal Pathway, just off the Paphos Promenade, and it truly is a view worth dying for. To your left you will have the Paphos water sports operation, and to the right we will have the final part of the coastal pathway before we join the promenade and the harbour area. So stick with us, because off we go on our late afternoon walk on a funny weathered day today, that's for sure. Parasailing, parasailing. Whenever Opticians Receive Booth sees anyone going parasailing, all you ever hear is
parasailing, parasailing.
That's it. So there you go. I would assume that that is the final trip for the night. The Gumbarus at the Paphos Water Sports have managed to squeeze in one more happy couple, and they've taken them out for a time of their life and a view of their life, because the view up from there across the Paphos Promenade and the Paphos Harbour is truly spectacular, and it is something that everyone should do, because it is absolutely fabulous. You've only got to go and look in our comments. Tony Nancaro and his wonderful wife Wendy, she had decided not to do it for years, and then she did it and she absolutely loved it. Come on.
We should try that one. That one, the other one.
Yes, talking of Gumbarus, he's off. That Gumbaru's off. But there's another little Gumbaru waiting for his lunch. Hey Gumbaru, get him.
Just eaten.
He's just had a little snack, that's for sure. He's had a snack or two. So he's got any more food? There we go. Right, come on, receive the booth. Let's get over here and see what else is going on. There's a jet ski out there, and I'm not sure what that's called, but there's a speedboat that pulls like a rubber dinghy behind it. 3 or 4 people sit on it, and they wiggle you and waggle you, and they scare the living daylights out of you. And we're going to go on it probably this weekend. Receive the booth?
Where?
That.
Parasailing.
No, not parasailing.
Paraswimming.
Paraswimming or whatever it is. Anyway, right, stick with us as we start along the final part of the coastal path. That thing there, yeah, that's what I was on about. In the distance you can see a speedboat pulling a green thing with 3 or 4 people on it, and it zigzags around. You get a little bit wet, you have a bit of fun, it scares the living daylights out of you, but overall it's very, very good fun. Now, we are going to come to what we believe is the greatest focal point on the whole of the Paphos Promenade Coastal Pathway. It's where the coastal pathway and hotels joins the promenade, which allows you then to scan across the promenade and out to the harbour. So stick with it, here it comes. possibly the greatest view in the whole world. So the coastal pathway ends, you see the Kato Paphos Harbour, the big boats, the small boats, the promenade of shops, the bars, the restaurants, and the massaging vestibule booth.
And me, I love the weather today. I'm crazy of this weather.
Right, so in a previous video, we featured these changing rooms and shower rooms and toilets that have been barricaded off for about a year now as they've been doing their refurbishment. So there they are. So where the promenade joins the coastal pathway, you find these showers and these changing rooms. So just give you a quick look as to what they actually are. There we go. So that's where you pop inside, get changed from your clothes into your bikini or vice versa. And then to the rear, you've got some showers and some toilets. You've got a gents' toilets and you've got the ladies' toilets. 2 minutes. Watching receiving a booth is actually going to go and try them to make sure that they work correctly, that's for sure. So this is the changing area, and on top of it all, on the very, very top, just so you understand, you've actually got a further sunbathing area, which we discovered the other day. They have now roofed it and decked it, and there it is. When you come up these steps, look at that. So to say, that part is not actually finished yet, but as you can see, they are rapidly working towards it. All they've got to do is put a little safety fence around it and a little fence across that bridge, and then that will be complete. And that will be a very, very nice place to relax, chill out and sunbathe, take in the rays and understand the beauty of the Kato Paphos Promenade and Harbour. There's Miss Option receiving a booth. So, Miss LaBouffe, are they any good?
For the municipal toilet, it's not too bad, I must say.
There we go.
Yes.
So, straight from Receiving LaBouffe's mouth, she said that the toilets are not too bad. Now, a further improvement or enhancement to the promenade area is what's coming up now. So this is a decked area, and then they've constructed this piece here of concrete bays, and then they've done what I presume you would describe as lapping sea waves coming across. So that's the idea, and that is going to be a place where again you'll be able to get deck chairs, sun lounges, that sort of thing, and umbrellas, and relax and chill out and enjoy that. Look at that. One of the greatest views certainly in the Cyprus, if not in the world. Wow, that seems a little bit choppy today.
Yeah.
But the chopsiness adds a certain character to it, and it makes it a little bit more beautiful. Have a look again. Look at that. So let's follow the Gracila booth rear end and see where she wants to go. That's it. She's going to have a little dance on the end of the little promenade area.
Oh, it's amazing weather today. I'm crazy of such a weather. As I said before, I love when the sea is a little bit in action.
Chopsy, is what you mean. So, as we look back towards the shops and the restaurants, what you've got is Pizza Hut, then above that you've got Cafe Nero, then you've got the Alzira restaurant, Cafe Taverna, and then it's the start of the promenade, which starts off with the Kato Paphos Bank of Cyprus. There's a fishing diving shop, a kiosk, a ice cream place, an opticians, a diamond shop, and then this restaurant here, which is very, very popular indeed, because obviously it is right on the shoreline, right on the coast, and that is its view. Have a look at that. So this restaurant here is very popular with locals, foreigners and tourists alike, and it deserves to be popular because the service is very good, and to be honest the food is very, very good, and it has a slight Mediterranean twist mixed in with Greek cuisine, and it's very, very nice indeed. Everyone I know that's ever eaten there has always told me it's very good, and I've eaten there twice with Miss Option receiving a booth, and on both occasions it was very, very good. There's those lunatics again.
Wow. He's driving that.
He is driving. So there's a guy on a speedboat out there pulling this little dinghy thing around, and there's kids and mum and dad on there, and they're having a bit of fun. So this is the area where it's designated for you to go and swim, and there's changing rooms and showers and so forth, and they've constructed some new bays. So you're able to walk right to the edge, go down the steps. There's a further stepped area which makes it easy for you to enter the sea. Because if you understand, Paphos is quite a rocky coastline, which adds to its beauty. So sometimes it's quite difficult to access the sea. So the municipality has constructed these like little piers, which will allow you to access the sea very, very easily. And should we continue on the promenade walk, massaging, receiving a booth?
Yes.
Massaging, receiving a booth, lost for words.
Should I go and give the blood?
Massaging, receiving a booth is reading a sign that says, please donate blood in Greek.
Donors for the blood.
Donors for the blood. Well, maybe we haven't got good blood.
What?
In fact, they're looking for certain blood types. They're short of certain blood types. I think D
You
something.
mean the rare?
The rare types they're
Rare.
short of, yeah. There was something on the radio the other day. Anyway, there is the beautiful, beautiful blue Mediterranean Sea off the Paphos Promenade. There's quite a few sailing boats in the distance going in and out. I can see the turtle watching boat that's setting off on its cruise, which takes about 2 hours, and it goes out to the Akamas. And well, basically you sit in at the bottom of a glass bottom boat and you're able to witness all the fishes and above all turtles nesting, because that's where they nest, in the Akamas area. And if you're looking at that boat trip, it's the Paphos turtle watching boat trip. And if you go into the harbour area, there's a lovely young lady with a beautiful suntan, and her name is Patricia. She is Polish. She speaks perfect English. I'll say that again, perfect English. Very good German, obviously perfect Polish. She speaks fluent Greek. Not that that's much use to us. There's quite a lot of German and quite a lot of Russian. So if you want to book on that trip, go in the harbour. She sits next to Captain Tom, or Major Tom as we call him, from ground control. And they are like Gumbaras, they're friends together. And she will book you on that trip. And it's €30, which is a very, very good price. It's a very, very special cruise, if you understand me. And you get to see turtles nesting. And normally you will see between 6 and 10 in a day. You'll see what I mean?
You know, one day we should go to see the turtles. We will go.
We will do, yeah. I have promised her that one day we will go on that boat and we will make a little movie all about it, and hopefully that will entertain you. If you want to see that movie, drop it in the comments and that will bring it forward in our list. It's quite windy tonight, the boat.
I know.
It's a bit of a breeze blowing us backwards and forwards. Anyway, across the road there is the Wooden Pub. Then there's the Horner's Diamond Shop. Then there's a More for Less. And then there's a Have a Look. Both of those are gift shop. And then there is the Azure, which is obviously the word for blue in Spanish. And that's again a very nice cafe, cafeteria, restaurant, taverna, whichever word you want to choose. Next to that is quite an expensive jewellers, which sells rather nice watches. And well, if you go in there, you need a couple of bob, that's for sure. Then next to that, you've got the Marina Blanco Cafe Bistro, which is that one there. And then you've got the Bella, or the Rosa Bella gift shop, which is a very upmarket gift shop. So if you go in there, the items are that little bit more pricey, but the quality is that little bit better. Anyway, there is the beautiful, beautiful blue Mediterranean Sea off the little beach, as we call it. And I'll scan around and take you straight into the Kato Paphos Harbour, and there's the castle right at the end. You'll see me in a booth?
I think I should buy something new today.
Right, let's keep going. As usual, Miss Opting, receiving a booth, has seen a shop, and she thought, perhaps I should go and buy something new
I know
today.
how to scare you.
Right, let's keep going a bit.
You need it. Right.
The next place on our travels is the Elena Opticians, and then
Elena.
there's, well, it's an Opticians. And then there's another Opticians, which I'm not even going to try and pronounce. How do you say that one?
Elian.
No, that one.
Mare.
No, that one. Kiros. Kirosov?
Kirsos.
Kirsov, right, Opticians. So if you don't like the prices of that one, you can go next door and go to that one. And then next to that, you have the Captain's Bistro. For some reason, they don't like us, so we won't promote them. And then next to that, you have the Blue Memories gift shop, which is a very, very good gift shop. And then after that, you have the Moorings Cafe Restaurant, which is a very, very popular restaurant indeed. And then after that, you've got an ice cream cafeteria sort of thing. And then after that, you've got the Rose Pub Diner Restaurant, which we know is Miss Izzy's favourite place. And she'll be here soon. and she's going to go down there, and I'll bet she's going to empty Mr. Allen's wallet, that's for sure. Yeah. So there you go, Miss Izzy. The English Rose Cafe snack bar is waiting for you. There it is. And then next door to that, you have the Pan-Pierre souvenir shop, and then after that, you have the Seaview gift shop, and then after that, you have the Harbour Cafe Restaurant Taverna, which does pizza, pasta, and all sorts of international and Cypriot cuisine. And there's a man in a white shirt who normally has a tomato ketchup bottle in his pocket. That's the man over there. So if you see a man with even less hair than me coming towards you with a tomato ketchup bottle, he's going to have you. LaBouffe?
Well, you know, it's a very, very pleasant day today. And if anything, I prefer this a little bit of shady day, so which is lovely to
As usual, you'll see LaBouffe likes to go the wrong way. Now, the next person on our little trip is the great Konstantinos and his lovely wife, Katerina. And what they do is they will put your name on a grain of rice. So they'll engrave your name on a grain of rice, and then it will go into like a little trinket, like one of those, in various different colours, with stones or rice or rocks or roses. Yeah, he's jumping the queue, he's trying to jump the queue. And what they do is nice little bracelets in different colours. And they do these nice seashells, and again they can engrave your name or your message on it. Thanks very much, Mr. Konstantinos. So we have a wedding in process. That is the wedding bus going down. And again, in the very, very near future, we're going to go on that bus, because believe it or not, that bus is owned by the company that owns all of the big boats out there. So they've got all the big boats that do weddings, they've got the wedding bus, they've got the wedding car, and we are going to go make a little movie on. There he is, there he is, there he is, there he is. He's going to have you. He's going to have you. There he goes. Straight with the tomato ketchup into the camera. Go on, there we go. There we go. Lovely. Absolute superstar. So if you see a man coming towards you with a little bottle and he wants to squirt you with tomato ketchup, let him do it. Be quite. There he goes. Mr. Chris. You alright, Mr. Chris? Who's this?
Okay. This is my lawyer and my accountant.
Oh, very important man. I told you Chris has got a lot of money. Got an awful lot of money. And what Chris does is he sells those Mediterranean sea sponges. So we've got small ones, medium-sized, rougher ones. Someone's had half of that one because the other day that was bigger, but that one is going to scrub the living daylights out of you. He's got all sorts of shells. He's still got some shark teeth left, and that was the shark that he killed, ate, detoothed, and made necklaces. And on top of all of that, he's got a son, a Mr. Mike, and Mr. Mike has got a diving school which operates to the rear of the Almira Hotel. Now, here's that man who was over there waving at us, and now he's there, Mr. Hector. There he is. All right, Mr. Hector, you good? There we are. Very, very good artist indeed. I'm going to pause and show you some of his art because it's very, very good. Have a look at that. So all of these have been hand-drawn and sketched and then coloured in by the great Mr. Hector. And they are very, very good indeed. I'm no great artist, but I understand when I see a good artist. And this dog, well, he thought that Hector was a great artist. He really did. And as a reward, he didn't bite Mr. Hector. There's Mr. Brad Pitt. So these are portraits. And for those, obviously it'll take a few hours and he'll charge you about 80 to 100 euros. For a caricature, he'll only charge you 20. And he really is a nice guy and a very, very good artist indeed. LaBouffe is deep in conversation.
Mr. Hector, one day we have to catch him during his drawing.
We do.
Because it must be very interesting. This is what he said to me.
It is. But I didn't want to interrupt him the other day. So that's the problem.
He wouldn't interrupt. You can't interrupt him anyway because he has to continue in a certain amount of time.
Right.
So he will anyway finish his drawing in a time that he has to finish it. But the matter is that every line, which for me would be very interesting.
Yes, fine. So next time we come across Mr. Hector drawing, we're going to stop and we're going to witness him drawing so that you understand. Thanks, Mr. Hector. So you're going to understand that he really, really is a good actor. He's a good actor. He's a very, very good artist. And we came past in a previous video and he was drawing, so I went round the back of him because I didn't want to disturb him. But he's now told us, Russian is his first language, if you understand. He's told Mr. Opticians receiving the booth, please to come and film him. He doesn't mind, and it will not disturb him. Now, we've now come across the hairiest man in the whole of Paphos, although he seems to be out of shape. But what he does is promotes these sort of things. So the Blue Lagoon cruise, you can get to the cruise yourself or be picked up on a shuttle bus. He also promotes this cruise.
This is my phone number.
And there's his phone number. So he promotes all sorts of cruises and diving up and down the area.
Very good job. Too many people tell me you are very famous on YouTube.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. You make a very good job. Because too many people
humbled.
tell me you make very good promotion of
They
me.
see you on YouTube.
Yes, yes.
Well,
Good.
That's good. That's what we want, Mr. Yanis. That's excellent. Humbled, truly humble,
Yes,
and very, very happy that people are coming to these. I suppose the term is street traders. That sounds a bit shady, but they're not shady. They're all legitimate. They're all paying a fee or a rent, in the case of the stalls, to the council. So it is above board, if you understand. And what they're doing is promoting or selling various bits and bobs. And it makes us truly, truly happy when they tell us that people are coming to them and buying off them or promoting them off our back. And that makes us very, very happy, and obviously makes our friendship better with theirs.
Yeah.
Because that's all we're trying to do. Yeah. We don't want anything off them at all, only their friendship and of course the content for our videos for you and the rest of the world.
Exactly.
Receiving a booth?
Nothing can be better than to live in a friendly, happy life and happy world. The person to the person should be a friend and not an enemy. This is what I'm for. I'm for that.
Yeah, exactly. So all we're trying to do is spread, well, happiness.
Exactly.
And we're trying to help these street traders, and if we can, well, it makes us feel absolutely wonderful, it does. And I mean that in a nice way. It humbles us to think that he actually thanked us. We don't want him to thank us. We're more than happy that people are coming to them, and we're more than happy that people are coming on these cruises, because we have been told by the lovely Patricia, and we have been told by Major Tom, that people have come along and booked on their cruises, basically off the back of watching Marika and me. So thank you very much for that. We truly, truly thank you. We're going to show you the beautiful, beautiful blue Mediterranean Sea, and the sun is almost gone. It's getting slightly later in the evening now. So there is the beautiful, beautiful blue Mediterranean Sea. That is the Sea Star out to there. That's gone out already. So Mr. Sean, Mr. Tina, soon you'll be on that boat in the distance, and you're going to have a great, great wedding. And as we come round, there is the Ocean Vision and all the other boats that are in the harbour. Receiving a booth?
I would like to thank you very much for all the support you give to us and our friends. Because as I said before, we all friends. Thank you for your very, very, very big attention. I know that you all are superstars, and me and Mr. Paul believe in that, and we love you to bits. Honestly, have a good life. And bye-bye.
All that's left for me to say is thanks for watching, and if you do like what you see, please hit the like, hit subscribe, and come back for a little bit more of our madness. I'll leave you with a review. Thanks for watching.